Having a God first mentality. The most important aspect of being a follower of Jesus Christ. And it's overlooked. We go to church, we do this, we do that, we read the Bible sometimes, think that that's good enough. We think that that is what should be classified as a God first mentality. And that's not true. This is why some people don't like Christians. Because they think that they're all stuck up perfectionists. That isn't true. The main point of being a Christian is to love God and people well. That's the main message of my church, and that's a mentality that I've recently been carrying. Having a God first mentality is about loving Him deeply, loving others deeply. That's what it's about. That's what this mentality is aiming at. Loving others is so important. Love is the most heavily discussed topic in the Bible. Or not topic, I would say trait. Love is the most prevalent trait discussed in the Bible. And that's for a reason. Love overcomes all. Love brings about so much joy to you and to other people. When you carry out acts of love for other people, your relationship grows so much. It shows them that you care about their character, who they are, their personality. And that's like music to their ears. Being loved is the most underrated thing on this entire earth. Throughout my day, I try and go out and love people. I do the best that I can. I remind myself that Jesus loved me, so I'm going to love others. And honestly, it's that simple. Just reminding yourself to carry out acts of love for other people. That's how your relationship grows and it fulfills you. This isn't just for the other person, it's for you too. You carrying out an act of love makes you happy too. And even if it didn't make you happy, you should still do it because that's what God calls us to do. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Love your enemies. Ooh, that's a good one. Love your enemies. And listen, I know that sounds really, really hard. You got that one person in your head and you're like, damn, I really don't want to love him or her, but let me explain. Loving your enemies is so important for your happiness because if you love on the people that don't love on you, you're showing that you have a higher character than them. You're being nice to them, you're giving them compliments, you're not doing anything to them, but they still dislike you for some reason. And that's okay. Everybody's not going to like you. That's something that I recently learned, and you got to accept that too. But you still got to show acts of kindness to them too. Just because they don't like you doesn't make you better than them. You still got to carry out acts of love for them. Having a God first mentality also means that you're not placing things above Him. I've been struggling with this myself, and I want to share some things about it. So I have goals, right, that I've set for myself. My main goal right now is to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and to grow my physique in the gym. Now, what I've been struggling with is priorities, right? So I've got school, gym, YouTube, and God. And what I've realized is that God should always be first. Always. no matter what. No matter what. And this is because God keeps you humble. So when I go and achieve my fleshly goals or my goals that were meant for this earth, I'm going to want to chase more goals and more goals and more goals and more money and more fame and more status. But I've looked at the top guys that are like that have status, that have fame, but some of them are still not fulfilled in themselves. They don't appreciate themselves. So I'm thinking to myself, hey, these guys at the top, some of them aren't even happy. And I realize that fame, status, and money aren't what make you happy. What makes you happy is doing something that's meaningful to you. Understanding that God gives you your peace and that you can trust in Him for anything. So I realize this. And I still have goals for myself, right? I still want to get to 1,000 subs. I still want to get big. But this is always in the back of my mind that the status, money, and fame aren't what's going to make me happy. What's going to make me happy is my everlasting faith in Jesus and what He did for me. These gurus are lying to you, bro. Telling you that money is the most important thing. Telling you that, oh, you got to be a workaholic. Oh, you got to do this. Oh, you got to do that. No, you don't. Sure, being wealthy is cool and all, and having status is cool and all, but it's a fleshly desire. Jesus didn't seek that, so why should you? Jesus' mission was to help as many people as He could and tell the world all about it, all about God, all about what He's done. And He performed miracles. He healed people, healed the blind, cured the deaf, healed the sick. That's what He did. That was His mission. And that should be your mission too. Thank you. Goodbye.